You wake up, and before your feet even hit the floor, before you've even had a chance to take a deep breath or think about your day, your hand automatically reaches for your phone. You open an app, start scrolling, and within 30 seconds, your mind is flooded with the opinions, arguments, and highlight reels of 1,000 complete strangers. And just like that, before your day has even properly started, you feel completely drained. When this happens day after day, it's easy to start labeling yourself as lazy. You tell yourself that you just lack discipline or that you're naturally unmotivated. But the truth is, you aren't broken and you aren't inherently lazy. You've just fallen into a beautifully engineered trap. It's a loop made up of habits that are so quiet and so deeply woven into modern life that you don't even realize they are slowly stealing your potential. Today, let's look at what's actually happening inside your brain when you feel stuck, the invisible habits that are quietly draining your energy, and a simple, realistic way to finally take your mind back. To understand why it feels so hard to break out of this rut, we have to talk about how your brain handles motivation. Your mind relies on a chemical called dopamine. A lot of people think it's the reward you get when you achieve something, but it's actually the fuel that drives you to go after things in the first place. For thousands of years, if you wanted a hit of that motivation, you had to work for it. You had to build something, learn a real skill, or sit down and have a genuine conversation with someone. That required effort, patience, and a bit of mental friction. But today, we have constant access to cheap, instant hits of excitement. Scrolling through short videos, opening endless notifications, or binge watching a show requires absolutely zero effort, but it floods your brain with a massive wave of stimulation. When this becomes your daily baseline, your mind adapts to the constant noise. Suddenly, normal, meaningful tasks, like reading a chapter of a book, working on your goals, or just sitting quietly with your thoughts, don't feel just boring, they feel physically exhausting. Your brain isn't ruined, it's just profoundly overstimulated, and it's naturally going to choose the path of least resistance. When your brain gets used to this constant, easy stimulation, it quietly creates three defense mechanisms that keep you trapped. First, there's morning sabotage. By checking your phone the moment you open your eyes, you surrender your mind to everyone else. Instead of starting the day on your own terms, you are instantly reacting to the demands, the news, and the drama of the outside world. You're essentially starting your morning on defense, and that sets the tone for everything that follows. Second is productive procrastination. This is a sneaky one because it feels like a good thing. It's when you spend hours watching self-improvement videos, reading advice, and planning your dream life, but you never actually take a real step forward. Your brain gets a cheap sense of satisfaction just from learning about progress, tricks you into feeling like you did something, and leaves you exactly where you started. Consuming the content becomes a substitute for doing the work. And third is the digital retreat. Whenever real life gets a little uncomfortable, whether it's a difficult conversation you need to have, a hard project, or just a moment of awkward social anxiety, your hand goes right back to your pocket. You use your screen as a psychological shield to hide from real-world friction. But avoiding that discomfort doesn't make it go away. It just lets it build up silently in the background. Breaking out of this loop doesn't mean you have to throw away your phone and live in isolation. You just need to give your mind a chance to breathe and reset its tolerance. Try testing yourself with just two simple boundaries for the next few weeks. First, the 1 hour buffer. Keep your mornings and your evenings entirely for yourself. No screens for the first hour after you wake up and the last hour before you go to sleep. Give your mind a chance to wake up naturally and let your nervous system actually wind down at night without a screen shining in your face. Second, take away the bait. Go into your phone's settings right now and turn on grayscale. When your screen is stripped of all its vibrant, carefully engineered colors and turned completely black and white, it loses its power over you. It becomes a tool, not a casino. You'll be amazed at how quickly you naturally put the phone down when it's boring to look at. Almost everything in the modern world is designed to steal your attention and keep you distracted. But your attention is your life. Where you put your focus is exactly where your future goes. If you've been feeling stuck, don't be too hard on yourself. You're just trying to navigate a world engineered to keep you scrolling. But your brain can adapt, it can heal, and it can find its focus again. You just have to be willing to embrace a little bit of quiet friction and choose your own peace over cheap distractions. Thank you for spending your time here today. If this resonated with you, consider subscribing to stay a while. Until next time, protect your peace.